So I wanted to bring you guys along for a little behind the scenes of a shoot that I got to do at the Canadian Juno Music Awards. It was for a brand, and they flew me out to the award show in Edmonton to shoot on the red carpet. And it was such a cool trip. It was my first time doing something of this magnitude from a film perspective. And this was a little bit of the gear pack that I brought. Basically brought everything in one bag, but had 2 camera bodies, some external audio. Of course, we've got our lens cleaner and batteries, all that fun stuff. We brought the drone so we could get those great shots there of the exterior of the venue for establishing. Of course, we've got Ronin gimbal, some Sony audio, DJI backup audio, and we had to spit some content out really quick, so I had my laptop and iPad as external monitor, and we also had to use a phone for a TikTok live, so I basically rigged that up to my gimbal as well as we were shooting, so that was pretty unique. The whole kind of shoot happened super fast. By the time I got there and checked in at security to get credentials and everything, we were basically staged in one area, and there was a bit of a mix-up, so a lot of people weren't with the main group, so we were one of them, and we were just kind of whisked off to get back to this other staging area as quickly as possible, and they just shuttled everybody out to the carpet. You have to be out there before they pull the plastic off to expose the red carpet. No one's allowed on it after that at that point, until everybody starts walking down. But we were staged there behind the stanchions, and we had to get there quickly to get set up and do our quick audio checks and film checks. As we got started, the carpet was just crazy.
This is the Juno Awards 2023. Let's go.
And this is Tori Webster. She was our amazing on-camera talent, and Tori is just really awesome at what she does. She made my job really easy. And this was Dan, a really cool guy. I didn't catch his last name. Dan, if you're out there, please let me know. Get in touch. But he had some pretty cool camera angles that he was shooting for the actual award show. So yeah, this is the setup I had for a day of. I thought it would be best to just bring a gimbal and rock that kind of the whole time between doing some other off-carpet branding stuff, and then on the carpet I thought it'd be the easiest, most maneuverable, lightweight thing for me. So yeah, we're rocking the Sony a7S III with the Tamron 24-70 f2.8. And really love this lens. I've got a couple other Sony primes, and I don't know, this one just does it for me. I'm not super professional. It gets the job done for me. The image quality is amazing in my mind, and I really love it. And I've got the telephoto version too, 70-180 f2.8. I really love them. They're nice lightweight lenses as well. So yeah, for this particular on carpet, we had a TikTok live going as well, so you can see in the background there's a little phone mounted up there. I had rigged that up to my side handle, and I had an audio in via lightning adapter, so I came out of my Sony uwp-d wireless unit and fed our live stream with our professional audio, so it sounded great. The client was super happy with it, I was happy with it, and first time I've ever done that. Very kind of difficult to try and man both camera angles. Obviously my main camera was the priority, but to still be able to pull off the TikTok live while I'm filming that main angle with the camera was certainly a new experience for me. So let's bounce to audio real quick. This is something that I want to share, hopefully helps out some other people that were in my situation. Again, this was my first time shooting on a red carpet, and given my background in live event production, doing audio, video, and lighting for concerts and corporate events, I really should have remembered this, but I didn't until it happened. And so what had taken place was, as the carpet's about to open, we're already tested, ready to go. We started the TikTok live, actually. but someone had come down the carpet and basically checked with every interviewer if they had a wired mic. And when they got to me, I said, obviously, no, I don't. And they said, well, it's in the paperwork. You should know better. And I'm like, well, actually, it's not in the paperwork because I pored over it numerous times. And I even had it with me. I said, why don't you show me where it is right here? And, probably giving a little bit more pushback than I should be. But it wasn't in there. And I did triple check again after the event. And I did end up writing into the department that forwarded that over and said, this was a situation that happened with me. I'd hate for it to happen to someone else again in the near future. So maybe just update that. And so what had taken place was basically they ask that everyone has a wired mic and not wireless, so you're not contributing to more wireless frequencies at the event. So, the last thing you want to do is pop up on, guitar players' in-ear monitors or come through the main show host's mic or something like that. That would be really bad. Luckily this was before the actual event. But still, yes, I probably should have had a wired mic. But again, I didn't know. So what I had actually asked, and thankfully I remember this from previous career, but I had asked to speak to the RF manager or RF team, wireless team that was there for the event, and they called that individual up, and they came right over actually, and I just spoke to him and said, hey, this is my scenario. I didn't know any better. And the guy said, you know what, no problem. Just let me know your group and your frequency. And he saw that it was, Sony professional solution. I think that's really what made him okay with it. So yeah, we were fine after a quick check. And I'm really happy that I went with this audio solution about 1.5 years ago. So I'll get to that in a minute, but long story short, if I were to do this style of event again, and if anybody does have something coming up like this, make sure you bring a wired mic and don't rely on wireless. And if it's imperative that you have wireless for whatever reason, definitely get in touch with the RF team for the event or the wireless frequencies team for the event well beforehand, and just make sure that you're hashed out and you're on their wireless map and you've got all your channels and groups cleared with them. But yeah, we live and we learn, right? But I'm just really glad that I had this Sony uwp-d solution in place. So I picked this up about 1.5 years ago, and it's just been like rock solid, bulletproof for me. I'm really happy with the investment. And, there's lots of pluses to it. For me, one of the reasons I was looking to change in the beginning was I was using, these prosumer wireless units, the DJI mic, the Rode Wireless, the ones that work in the 2.4 to 5 gigahertz spectrums. They basically work on Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. And I've just found them to be very problematic. Anytime you've got some sort of mass between the transmitter and receiver, which is, our bodies. Our bodies are made of water, so these wireless signals don't transmit through them very well. So the second you turn your back on one of these transmitter receiver units, you get cut out. So first time I experienced this was at weddings. And then a couple other events that I had done were same thing. I couldn't get, not even like 5 to sometimes 20 feet away without it cutting out and being intermittent. So I know one of the selling features is that they have internal backup recording, but for me, the way I work, my workflow, I don't want to have to go back and sync up audio and all this. So I just prefer it streams right into the camera natively. And the quality's been amazing. So this particular unit does digital audio right into the Sony camera's hot shoe. There's no A to D conversion. It's just really super crisp audio. You don't really have to worry about setting levels. Kind of once you do it, that's it. And it's been just rock solid, again, bulletproof solution for me. In this particular instance, we were using one of the outputs on it to feed the TikTok live. So we got really great audio into that live. I think it made all the difference, and the client was super happy with it, and I was ecstatic as well. It came out really good. Our on-camera talent on the carpet. I had a wireless mic set up for her, and I was utilizing the Sony UTX-P40. It's the basically a XLR plug-in transmitter, and so that worked out of course as well really great. And I was super happy with the whole thing. Client was happy with everything, and I've definitely learned my lesson if I ever do it again on maybe some of the things that I should do. I think one of the big key takeaways for next time I do something like this is just to have my camera pre-set up and not have everything in my backpack and start setting up when I get to the carpet. It wasn't a big deal when I was there. It just would help me be more efficient, and I'm always about being more efficient and finding these little efficiencies wherever I can, just to help the whole process go smoother. And at the end of the day, if I'm helping someone else out as well, I've done my job. So hopefully, if you're still listening to this, first off, thank you, and I hope you've got some value from this. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them below in the comment box or reach out to us. Cheers.